So if you are here, we are going to be doing a yoga sculpt practice, which is a breath to movement vinyasa style full body workout, working our major muscle groups. So we will begin in in child's pose at the back of our mat. Big toes to touch, knees wider than our shoulders. Lower our hips towards our heel to feel the stretch in our ankles and reach your arms up in front. Lowering your chest into the mat. Arriving to your practice. Inhale, reach up, making this an active pose, getting onto your fingertips. And let's walk our hands to the right with our left hand over our right. Feel the stretch in our left side body. Having some organic movement and maybe playing around with the placement of your hands to feel the stretch and see the intensity. Inhale, walk back through center. Exhale, the same on the left side. Organic movement. And notice the difference or similarities between the left and the right side. Walk your hands back through center. Inhale, shift forward, tabletops. Spread your fingers wide as your wrists are underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips. Pull your navel into your spine. Slight press away from the mat. Yes. Inhale, cow pose. Lift your tailbone up. Open your heart, arch your back. Exhale, cat. Round your back. Pull your navel into your spine. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, back to neutral spine. Tuck your toes. Hover your knees off the mat for just 10. 9. Pull your navel in. Press slightly away from the mat. Yes. Gaze in between your fingers. See if you can knit your rib cage in. Holding this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. First downward dog. Let's pedal it out. And breathe. Slide your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, lift your heels to the sky. Exhale, melt them into the mat. Feel the stretch in your hamstring. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat, ragdoll. So you're going to step wider than hip distance. Slight bend in your knees. Grab opposite elbows and begin to sway side to side. Generous bend in your knees. Feel the stretch. Feel your neck and spine decompress. Maybe nodding your head yes, shaking it no, and nodding yes to end on a positive note. Release and toe heel your feet together as we root to rise. Inhaling, rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae with our head being the last to come up. Arms by your side, Tadasana. Simple but strong pose. Pulling our navel into our spine, tilting our tailbone down. Feet together at hip distance. Stacking our shoulders over our hips. Yes. One straight line of energy. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Palms facing one another, pinkies forward. Slide your shoulder blades down. Inhale, exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Press your hands in your shins or in your thigh, whichever for a flat back. Yes. Pull your navel in. Get be on the top of your mat. Flat back. Slide your shoulder blades down and back. Exhale, High plank, step it back. So you're going to step into a high plank. Fingers are wide, same as our tabletops. Wrist under our shoulders. Feet together at a hip distance, as long as your hips are at shoulder height. Press slightly away, slight dome in your shoulders at the top. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Elbows by your side. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flip your feet. So the shoelace side is pressed into the mat. See if you can zip your heels together and only with your thighs and knees off the mat. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Ooh, I'm warm already. Pedal that out. We'll do one more. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extend the mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Step it back. If you're going to jump, have bent elbows. Shift forward. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Whew. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair, feet together or at hip distance, whatever feels comfortable in your body. Ooh, and today, hip distance feels comfortable. Look down, can you see your 10 toes? If not, shift back a little further. Pull your navel in, chest high, sit low. Exhale, chair plane, sweep your arms back behind you. Arms above your hips. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank, step it back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Woo. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your right leg to the sky. Flex your right foot. Hips parallel to the mat. Lower your right hip down with your left. Inhale, lift up a little higher. Exhale, step it through low lunge. Step your right foot by your right thumb. Stack knee over ankle, press into the back of your left foot. Yes, square your hips. Inhale, lift your chest, high crescent. Drive through your front foot, kick through your back heel. Yes. Scoop your navel in, scoop your hips down. Yes. Exhale, warrior two. Tee out your arms, pivot your back foot down so it's in line with one another. Reach your arms to opposite ends of the room. Gaze beyond your middle finger. Inhale, reverse warrior. Lift up and back. As if lifting up over a barrel. Feel the stretch in your side body. Exhale, travel through your vinyasa. So you're going to go back to low lunge. High plank, shift forward. Exhale, half push-up, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Woo. And that is your vinyasa. Inhale, lift your left leg to the sky. Flex your left foot. Have them parallel, your hips parallel one another. Lower your left hip. Inhale, lift them up a little higher. Exhale, step it through low lunge. Step your left foot, rather, by your left hand. Stack knee over ankle, press into the back of your back foot. Press into the ball of your back foot, rather. Inhale, high crescent, lift your chest. Drive through your front foot, pull your navel in, square your hips forward. Exhale, warrior two. Tee out your arms, pivot your back foot down. Reach towards opposite ends of the room. Inhale, reverse warrior. Lift up and over. As if going over a barrel. Feel the stretch in your left side body. Exhale, travel through your vinyasa. Whew. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees. Grab your light set of weights. Inhale, waist to heart center. Lift your chest. Exhale, chair. Press straight up. Palms facing one another. Yes. Slide your shoulder blades back. Inhale, waist to heart center. Exhale, chair plank. Reach your arms back. Palms up. And we lift. And pulse. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, waist to heart center. Exhale, back to chair. Inhale, waist to heart center. Exhale, forward fold. Release your weights. Travel through your vinyasa. High plank. Push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. 3-legged. Exhale, step it through. Low lunge. Grab your light set of weights. Inhale, waist to heart center. Lift your chest. Exhale, high crescent. Press your waist straight up. Inhale, waist to heart center. Exhale, warrior 2, pivot. This time, W your arms to protect your joints. Still drive through your front foot. Inhale, waist to heart center. Exhale, reverse warrior. Punch straight up. Backhand on your back hip. No bending. Inhale, waist to heart center. Pivot. Release the weights. Travel through your vinyasa. Woo. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Grab your light set of weights. Inhale, waist to heart center, lift your chest. Exhale, high crescent, press straight up. Inhale, waist to heart center. Exhale, warrior 2, double your arms. Drive through that front foot. Inhale, waist to heart center. Exhale, reverse warrior, punch straight up. Backhand, back hip. Inhale, waist to heart center. Pivot, release your weights, travel through your vinyasa. Pedal it out, yes. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, shift forward, high plank. Slow mountain climbers. Right knee, right tricep, and back. Left, back. Right, back, left, back. For 4, we speed it up in 3, 2, and 1. Run it out. And breathe. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, yes you can. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Shift to lower to your forearms for hip dips. Feet together. And we go right, center, left, center, right, center, left, center. We lose the center in 4, 3, 2, and 1. And downward dog. And child's pose. Okay, shift forward into tabletops. Lower your hips to your mat. Sweep your feet forward. Plant your feet into the mat and slowly lower down for 4, 3, 2, and 1 for crunches. Elbows wide, hands behind your head. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Exhale, inhale. Exhale on the lift. And breathe. Pull your navel into your spine. We pause at the top in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pause up. And breathe for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees to chest. Ooh, I'm right here with you, y'all, and I'm talking. Reverse tabletops, elbows back, hand back behind your head, elbows wide for bicycles. Right, center, left, center, right, center, left, center, right, and left. We lose the center in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes, you can. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees to chest. Ooh. Exhale, feet up the wall. Press over your feet into the ceiling. 4 toe reaches, and we lift and lower. Exhale and inhale. Exhale as you reach for your toes. Stamp them into the ceiling. Get your shoulders off the mat. For 4, 3, 2, we reach right. Reach left and right and left, filling in our obliques. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees to chest. Place a diamond underneath your lower back to support it as we do double leg raises. Feet back up against the wall. Flex and lower, point and lift. Flex and lower, point and lift. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And look at your toes. We hold the lower in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold the lower for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees to chest. And rock and roll and meet me in the plank. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Meet me in a high plank. Yes, you can. We're just here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower to your knees. Grab whatever weight you have. For half Tadasana, bicep curls. Feet about or knees about hip distance. Navel into your spine. Biceps by your side. And we lower and lift. For bicep curls. Oh, weights by your side. And lift. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale at the top. Squeeze your bicep at the top. Pull your navel into your spine. Option to lean back as in your practice. Ooh, if you want to intensify it. We hold 90 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold 90 and pulse. And pulse. And breathe. Hug your elbows into your rib cage for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put the weights down for wide arm push-ups, widen your shoulders. And we lower and lift. Inhale, exhale at the top for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to your knees. Hammer curls, palms facing one another. Exhale. Exhale. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale at the top. We pulse in 4, 3, 2, and 1. And pulse and squeeze. Yes, you can. What do you tell yourself when things are hard? 3, 2, and 1. Release the weights. Back to push-ups. Option to go on your knees. Still having a straight line of energy. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set, wide. So make a W, and we lift. Lower. Exhale. Inhale. For 4, we pulse. In 3, 2, and 1. And pulse. 2. Yes. And pulse. Small movement. Feel it in your bicep. Even with the small weights or no weights, you can feel it. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the weights. Tabletops. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward dog. Yes. Step it out and pedal it out. And breathe. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knee, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, grab your weights, whatever weights you have. Inhale, waist to heart center. You're gonna step out into a wide chair as we get ready for squats. But rather, I'm gonna turn this way. I'm gonna turn this way so you can see me. So, got our weights, heart center, lift our chest. You can step your foot wider than hip distance, as wide as you're comfortable for squats. And we lower and lift, down and up. Inhale, exhale at the top. Drive through the heels of your feet. And breathe. And down and up. Keep our chest high so we're only moving our lower body. Have our knees tracking over our toes, but not going over. We add the pulse. And 4, 3, 2, and pulse. Stay low. And pulse for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feel it. And breathe. We add the pulse. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold low. Lift your right heel for single leg squats. And down and up. Inhale. Exhale at the top. Ooh. Press into the ball of this foot, your right foot. And drive through your left heel. You know what's next. We pulse in 4, 3, 2, and 1. And hold low. And breathe. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we switch down and up. And breathe. We pulse in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold low. And drive through your right foot. Press through your right, left ball. 3, 2, and 1. Hold low and alternate. Lift right, left. Keep your hips still. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift straight up. Woo. Turn your toes in. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Release your weight. Whew. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands into the mat, step back. High plank, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg to the sky, three-legged. Exhale, step it through. Low lunge, lower your back foot down. Untuck your toe. Inhale, left up. Anjaneyasana, interlock your fingers into your front thigh. As we cool down, you did it. You did the hard part. Now time to stretch. And breathe for 4. Place your hands underneath you and walk your hips back under your shoulders. Straighten your front leg for a half split. Hinge forward. Knee to nose. Flex your front foot. Feel the stretch in your right hamstring. Shift forward back into back into low lunge. Untuck your left foot. Lift up into a high plank. Shift back into downward dog. Same on the other side. Left leg to the sky. Exhale, step it through. Lower your back knee. Untuck your toes. Anjaneyasana. Interlock your fingers. Press it into your left thigh. Square your hips. And breathe. Take your body some time to acclimate to the pose and know that you are safe. Place your hands down and walk your hands and hips back for half split. Flex your front foot, hinge forward. And breathe into your left hamstring. Back to low lunge, untuck your toes. Step your foot back, lower your knees. And now lower your seat. And we move into a 2-minute Shavasana to close out our yoga sculpt. Feet extended, arms by your side. Slide your shoulder blades down, relax your face. Begin to bring movement into your body. Maybe looking left, looking right. Roll your hands and your feet. Let it all out. Roll to one side. Inside body rest or fetal position. And slowly make your way into an easy seat. I've closed at a soft gaze. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.